Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channel, Queen Spirit 1126. Alright, so we are getting into our soul urge numbers, moving on to soul urge number 4. This is a number that describes your hopes, dreams, wishes. It's also referred to as heart's desire. So this number comes from the vowels in your name added up and broken down to a single digit. So soul urge number 4, like stability, structure, discipline, routine. You are a thorough bunch of people. You like to be organized. You like things to make sense. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. For the first card, we are reading for hidden desires, right? So hidden desires, we have the Empress here. Libra energy is what came out in my mind, right? And so then we have steps to achieve those, steps to achieve your wishes and dreams. We have High Priestess, and then how the desired outcome will look. We have the World. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So for our first card, the Empress definitely represents watching your ideas grow, watching things that you implemented come to life. One thing about a 4 is that 4 is the number of structure. 4 is the number of setting down roots and making sure things are done correctly so that it grows into exactly what you want it to be. Okay. So in relation to the Empress, structure, stability, routine, and all of that, it does feel like you want those things, but not at the expense of being who you are. So you always have to make sure you're checking back with yourself to make sure that you're in a place that you want to be, that your mind is okay, that your mind is stable, that your heart is good, that your emotions are taken care of. So let's clarify this Empress. All right, so we got the Ace of Swords. Okay, can we get one more? 8 of Wands. Okay, and then at the bottom we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Swords speak to clarity and truth, whereas the 8 of Wands speaks to fast with movement. Could be travel, could be like messages. So the foundation that you are creating, the structure, it needs to be a truth within yourself. The things that you give birth to, whether you're building a house or building a business, building a client list, whatever the case may be, you like to make sure that it speaks to your own personality and who you are. Now, with this Knight of Wands here, it does give a vibe that it could go either two ways, that you have a very sexual presence in your life. But I also feel the energy of just wanting to kind of like make sure everything goes your way, or make sure you, like the people that you care about, making sure they are straight, and building a foundation around the people that you care about. So sometimes you can run into an issue with partnering with the wrong people when you are building, putting your trust in the wrong people. And that could definitely be a downside, because you kind of want this what you see is what you get type of attitude. And everybody doesn't have that. And it's not something that you could just look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, I know that you're going to be truthful with me and you're going to be honest with me every time that you talk and every time that we have this interaction. It just isn't the way things work. The Knight of Wands can definitely come off as a savior, somebody who wants to move forward and just save everybody from themselves. And you're not saving anybody from themselves, period. Nobody can be saved from themselves. It doesn't make any sense. But when you're an empathetic person, when you have a passion to do something, whether that's like helping people with their mental disorders, or helping people get off drugs, or helping people get off the street, you can internalize a lot of other people's pain and a lot of things that they go through. So definitely with this heart desire soul urge number, I am feeling something that is very sensitive when it comes to building, because you definitely want to do that with other people. But sometimes that can come at the detriment of yourself. I feel like I've said that a bunch of times. Yeah. I feel like I said that a bunch of times during these soul urge readings, that you have to be careful that when the energy you put out is the energy that you get back. Because right now I get you are pouring your love into the wrong people, and you do want to pour your love into people. You want to make sure that the people around you are well loved and well taken care of. That represents a great emotional fulfillment for you. However, it's just not your job to do. So make sure that you are representing yourself in such a way that your light is always magnified. A lot of times when I speak to leaders, I always have to stress, right? Because 4 is definitely, like, you guys may not see yourselves as a leader, but like most of the time, all of us are leaders in our own right. The way that 4s lead is kind of setting the stage. You know what I'm saying? So like, you guys are getting the stage ready for everybody to come on it. And so it kind of builds this trust that other people just automatically expect you to do your job. So you have to be careful with that, because all you can do is set the stage. You can't make people get on it. All right, so steps to achieve. So sum it up for your heart's desire. We have the Empress coming out. So this is kind of like building things in your own way, right? And of course you want a team to do that. So we have the High Priestess here. High Priestess represents hidden knowledge. High Priestess represents like a direct, it's kind of like a direct connect to spirit guides. Like they give the High Priestess messages directly. And so one thing to keep in mind is that the High Priestess has to kind of keep a balance of energies. It's really easy to get lost in third eye energy, right? What could be, what is, our spiritual realm, our spiritual selves. But that's not really what the 3D is. That's not what Earth is, although, the aspects are there. So you have to make sure you keep that balance between your body and your mind. I don't think it's a simpler way I could say that. So you can move forward, but you have to be present. You can't allow the idea that somebody could do better or be better to distract you from who they are right now. I like to say you're not doing anyone any favors by loving them for their for what they could do. I don't know why I'm losing the word right now. You have to love people for who they are, not who they could be. All right, so let's clarify this High Priestess spirit. So it's like, get out of your head. Get out of your head. You have a lot to learn, right? So I talked about being in the present, and and I also talked about the third eye. I would definitely look into making sure that your root chakra and your third eye chakra are balanced. These are very, very, like, they're far apart chakras. But when your lower chakras are out of whack, then your higher chakras can also be out of whack. And there's nothing like an overactive or underactive third eye. That shit is not fun. And so right now, I feel like you guys are definitely in your head, and you're kind of learning this balance between your head and your heart, and then the solid foundation that you actually require. The rules and structure, these are things that are very important to you. But you have to realize that you set your own rules in life, and it's your job to analyze those rules and make sure that they're working for you. And so what I feel is that you guys kind of get caught up in like old rules that you made for yourself. But the truth of the matter is, if you're experiencing something, right, and then you are going forward and you're like, hey, you know what? This isn't actually working for me. I should change the way that I do this. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times when we make up rules and things for our life, we can be very inexperienced in life in general, right? We don't know shit, but we're saying, hey, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that, and life needs to work exactly like this. Like, classic example, when people have kids, right, when they're pregnant, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to feed my baby only organic, and I'm never going to go to the store and buy their food. And then you have this kid and you are busier than you have ever been in your life. And you need that help. You honestly do. And so you can't be down on yourself because things aren't working out the way that you thought it would before you came into this experience. So give yourself a little leeway and take a look at the things that are working for you. Take a look at the things that aren't working for you, and then move forward based off of that. Don't get caught up on how you feel life should be in a perfect world. The world isn't perfect. The world is shit, okay? And so we have to find a way to maneuver through it without getting all that stank on our shoe, okay? All right, so right under that, we have the Fool. I feel like with the Fool and the Page of Swords, coupled up together, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I am just like, my brain is farting. It is a whole new impression, right? The Knight of Cups comes up as a card that has you looking at the way you love, looking at the way you carry love, intuition, and anything else that is conducive with water. And so a lot of mind games have been played in the past. We have a lot of air energy here. A lot of mind games have been played in the past, and it's on you to recognize that the things that were happening were not okay. This isn't the way you should be treated. This isn't the way anybody should be treated. I get a lot that you may have been dealing with someone who either was being abused or was abusive. This could be, it definitely feels very mental, and that it was a lot of draining energy for you. And it's hard to move forward in something when you're worried about what somebody else is going through. So some things you are just going to have to let go. Those things that have you playing mental gymnastics, you have to let them go. If there's no right way to do something, just don't do it. Just stop. If it's killing you or it's killing them, then you just shouldn't do it at all. If there's no right way, then you should walk away. All right. So the last card we have is how the desired outcome looks. And so we have completion. We also have the number 21. which comes to a 3. Okay, so what I get is exponential growth, the completion of some kind of wacky cycle that you've been in that hasn't been doing you any good, connecting with people that will really help you in your journey and the things that you are trying to build, the things that you are trying to do in life. Right? I just saw the Hermit again. So I really get this vibe that you guys need to take a step back, meditate a little bit, kind of focus on where your light is, focus on those things that make you happy, those people that make you happy, focus on your intuition. Clarify this World card, how desired outcome looks. Okay, these are things that you are manifesting in life. You are manifesting, right? We saw that in the beginning. Look at that, y'all. The major arcana is showing up for you. We even have the 10 of Pentacles here. So we saw the 10 of Cups earlier. Best 10s in the deck, the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and of course, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Those are the best 10s in the deck, but you got 2 of the 3. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles definitely reads as creating generational wealth. But it's this kind of foundation of loyalty, because this is what you want. You want the energy of people around you that are going to be loyal. The energy of people around you that are not going to put their pride and ego first. They have mastered those things and they understand what it means to compromise, right? Somebody who is going to work with you, manifest with you, and kind of help you with your dreams, okay? So I got something about dreams being on hold. And so I get that this is something that you have come to some kind of roadblock. It's kind of like, okay, I need this team of people to complete this, but I don't have my team type thing. And so you're going to start developing this team. And it's going to be definitely something that is important. It's something that helps you grow exponentially. It's definitely good energy here. So I want you guys to definitely, the Knight of Discs on here. So I definitely want you guys to continue working toward these things, but understand that if somebody isn't living up to their full potential, it's not your job to get them there. You can't force somebody to live in their potential. You can't force somebody to stop looking at all the shiny things and move forward on the path to their destiny. That's something that they have to decide for themselves, okay? So that's all I have for my Soul Urge 4. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.